Hi guys, so usually I get asked, how do you decide what utility is to be used where, right? So one example of how do you decide what utility should be used to clear what is this Perl belong. Now, the first idea is that you have to understand the map in terms of where the opponents can be positioned and what is intended to be yours. So as soon as the round starts, right, this is what is intended to be on the attacker's control, right, naturally, and this is what is supposed to be the defender's control, right, if you think of. So I'm just gonna erase these nine. I want you to just keep imagining them while you're moving forward. Now, the possible positions where opponents can be on this particular site is here, here, probably here, right, on top of the box, under here, on top of this box, playing this, right, playing an off angle, playing from top, here. These are the possible angles which are usual, and I'm not taking any off angles because there can be multiple off angles which can be created. Yeah, okay. Now the idea is, as attackers, when you're ending, why can't you just KO flash, or why can't you just sky flash, right, to take space, the attacker's control that I mentioned earlier. Now the simple reason being that if you flash, there are so many anti-flash positioning, right? You can hide here, play anti-flash here, you can even play anti-flash here, you can play anti-flash here, peek off after the flash, anti-flash, anti-flash. So there are so many anti-flash positioning here that just throwing a flash will not do its job, right? So flashing this corner to take control, it gets eliminated. You can't flash. Now the next question arises is, okay, if we can't do that, can we take cover in terms of moving on? The next idea that comes behind is putting an Astra smoke here, which makes most sense. Why? Because it's covering so many off angles, right? It's covering so many angles, and you're safe. You just have to worry about this angle. You can probably flash and sort of somehow take this left control. But the issue is that this smoke is providing so much control in terms of the opponents to play around, so they can be inside the smoke, pop flash, come out. They can even take cover if someone is playing pillar and go off, or maybe call his teammate. Two players can stack here, so it's too many possibilities. So having a dark cover permanently, or rather I should say having a smoke permanently, also doesn't make sense because it gives too many playmaking opportunities for the opponents. And that is why we see this smoke get, like, they put, people usually put a star and take it off, right? Because you don't want to give playmaking opportunities to your opponents, because it would act as a cover to them. So firstly, we are intending to take control of what we deserve, right? How do we do that? That is where your EBP comes in. Now, what is EBP? EBP means entry by proxy, right? Which means that instead of yourself entering a particular location on the map, you are sending a proxy on your behalf. Now, what are its examples? The simple examples are Skydog, Fade Prowler, right, or a SOA drone. These are taking map control, they are taking all the space, but without you going. These are proxies for agents, right? This is the reason why you're going to see people usually prowling this in this manner. They go from the right towards the left, right? The reason why they do this is because if they go from the left, it becomes a lot of movement to take it to the left, then again to the right, and now after the nerf, it again is very difficult to do so in such a short amount of time. That is why you will see people prowling from the right. They take it on the right side, they put it here, and they also get a peek in this cubby. So this way you can have all the attackers control you can get. Now you can simply do this with the Skydog also. You can also do this with the SOA drone, right? But again, SOA drone and all these utilities can be broken easily. Now, how do you guess that there could be more than one players? If, let's say, you prowler early and someone is dedicated in terms of breaking the prowler, you can assume that, okay, there could be an opera close, or any other player close, right? So that's how we decide how do we use the utility. This is just one utility. Now other questions arise. Okay, we have taken control till here, right? When we reach here, right, then what should we do? How should we, what utility should we use in terms of, so that we can get an easy entry towards the B side? What smoke should be used? Then there is million planning there. There are different smokes that you can do, which is most suitable to your play style, which cuts more angles and all that stuff. So just a hint, because if you count here, there can be 83 logical angles that can be from this B side, right? So you need to eliminate as much as possible, and because of that reason, you will see this popular Viper wall coming in on the B side, because this does two things. This cuts off your halls. This cuts off everything which is behind the side, and it also gives you control of connector till here, right? That's why you would, so these are just two examples of how utilities are used. Hope you like the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and also let me know what else do you want to learn.